Hello mga ka-arts! Welcome back to my channel. Today's video, I'm gonna be using all of these color pencils. So, let's start! To give an idea who is this baby, she is my baby and I decided to draw her because it's been a long time since the last time I drew her. I think it's 2018 in November. Draw her in color pencils or with colors like watercolor. By the way, at this time that I'm editing this video, it's already 2:34 a.m. and I don't know, I can't sleep, so I decided that I'll just edit some videos so that I can upload them on YouTube. For those of you who are seeking on how will you improve your color pencils or how will you improve in color pencils, today I will try my best to give you some tips and advice, but these are my own opinion, okay? Everyone is different. What works for me might not work for you or vice versa. So don't stick to what I say, but watch other tutorial videos on color pencils as well. When I first started using color pencil, I struggle a lot, especially when it comes to the blending stuff. My strokes are so rough, the color did not blend. My hands are so heavy. I don't know why. That's why, aside from the color pencils are really hard to erase, the heaviness of my hands adds to that. And my drawing looks, it becomes messy because of those hard lines that my hand creates and I cannot erase it, so it looks so messy. So how do I improve my color pencil skills? First is actually you need to learn and also master the tonal values. Actually, that's the basic, the black and white drawing, charcoal, graphite. Because if you learn color pencil first, you will struggle a lot. You will struggle twice as much as I do. Because color pencil itself is hard to learn and it will be a lot more harder if you're trying to learn it without learning the basics. Not learning the basics, it's like when you're looking at your reference, you were confused because you feel like you are color blinded. You don't know what colors you should mix and how will you transition this color to this color, because your mind, your brain is not yet trained on how will you see the tonal values of the reference, so you cannot translate the tonal values to your drawing, so you will struggle. Why I suggest learn the black and white first, master it, and then if you already master that and want to try drawing with colors, I suggest don't jump into color pencil first, but try watercolor so that your brain will be familiarized with colors. And then after that, learn color pencil. It's like math. You cannot learn multiplication, division without learning the basics, which is plus, minus. You get what I mean, right? But like what I've said, everyone is different. Some of us were gifted and they are very fast when it comes to learning, and there are people who, even though they did not learn the basics, they can still do something, or they can, everyone is different and you know yourself. It all depends on you. You know how much you can do, you know how much can you learn. So it's all up to you. Another thing that is very important when it comes to color pencils after learning the basics is using the base color. It's like If the hair is color black, you will use blue for or green or other colors before you put the main color. Let's use this drawing as an example with the skin tone. As you can see, before I put other colors, I use peach color as the base color because the skin color of the reference is like more on orange and yellow ochre, something like that. But before I put the main color, I use peach color as the base color, and then after that building up the colors to achieve the orangey yellowy color that I need for the skin tone. And also with the lips, the lips is not just red or not just pink, but it's like red with a little bit of maroon. So before I put those two colors as the main color, I use the base color as pink. It's like this. Before using the main color that you need for that reference that you are trying to draw, use the lighter shade of that color. For example, you need red, use pink as the base color. You need brown, use yellow or light brown before you put brown. It's like that. The reason of using base color is the paper, it's not just smooth and it has a tooth in it. They call the texture of the paper as a tooth. So every paper, whatever it is, even though it's smooth, it has a tooth in it. And whenever you shade the paper using color pencil or even graphite, there are some parts in it that is showing the white part, which is the tooth of the paper. So to avoid that and make the drawing realistic, because you know the reference, there's no white spot in it and it's just smooth. So to avoid that and make the drawing realistic, you need to use base color, which is the lighter shade of the color that you want to achieve. So those tooth of the paper that is showing through when you shade the color pencils, it will be gone and your drawing will be realistic. I'm almost done with the face, and as you can see, I keep on using the base color, which is peach, on the skin because I keep on seeing the tooth of the paper showing through, so I keep on polishing it using the base color and then adding a little bit at a time of the color that I want to achieve. And by the way, I'm using Faber-Castell Classic, and for the dark shade of the face, here's the color that I use. First, I use the base color, the peach light flesh base color, number 30 in Faber-Castell, and then after that I use Scarlet Light or Cinnabar Light, which is a little orangey, and then building up the color even more, I use Gold Ochre to make it a little bit dark, at the same time a little orangey, and then after that I use Burnt Ochre and then Nougat color. And then to build it up even more, the dark shade, I use Indian Red. So that's the colors that I use for the dark shade of the face. So it's to achieve the color. When it comes to color pencil, it's not just you use 1, 2 or 3 color, but you use a lot of color to achieve that color that you want to achieve. That's why I suggest don't jump into color pencil first, but learn the basics, and then after learning the basic, after learning the tonal values, then don't jump right away with color pencils, but try watercolor first. And then, because watercolor is, it's like a free medium that you can mix a lot of colors and you can try it right away. Like color pencils, it's really hard to mix the colors when you are not used to mixing colors. So try watercolor first and then jump into color pencils. Here is another example. This is the color that I use for the lips or for the mouth. So it's not just one color, like the color of the lips are red or just pink, or like, you know, it's different shade of color that you mix together so that your drawing will be realistic. And there you have it. That's my tips on how can you improve in some sort about color pencils and how can you make your drawing realistic. I hope this video was helpful, and if it did, please give this video a big thumbs up. I will really appreciate it. And also subscribe to this channel, hit the notification bell beside it so that you'll be updated every time I upload new videos. And yeah.